A shocked and devastated Diddy spotted at the home where his ex suddenly and mysteriously died.
All right, we are getting some breaking news right now. ABC News has just confirmed that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested tonight in New York City.
Government likely has a very strong case against Diddy.
Kim Porter's tell-all book has been making rounds online with top-secret information exposing rapper P. Diddy as a sexual predator and sex trafficker. The despicable acts revealed in this book contributed to the arrest of the rapper on 17 September 2024. But then, something else has been discovered in this book, something that has led many to believe Diddy was Kim's murderer. Fans, relatives, and friends of the deceased are now demanding justice for Kim Porter, as the events that happened in the last 24 hours before her death were just shocking. Diddy and Kim go way back, as far back as the 90s. It was in the summer of 1994 that Sean Diddy Combs, alias P. Diddy, first hooked up with Kim. The relationship was never a smooth one and was pretty much on and off until the very end. Things finally fell apart in 2007 when the couple decided to go their separate ways. It was never clear what was the reason for the couple's awkward and rocky relationship. Sometimes it seemed like Kim was just too focused on her acting and modeling career, but other times the media would zoom in on Diddy, accusing him of not being a loyal partner. The couple themselves never really disclosed what or who was wrong in the relationship. However, when they finally broke up in 2007, it was explosive. According to reports, Kim hurled a television at Diddy in a feat of rage. Following that, she left his house in a very dramatic way, packing up everything and carrying a kitchen knife along for good measure. The chaotic breakup encounter made the celebrity couple front-page news, with media agencies interviewing Kim to explain why she burst out the way she did. Kim Porter never really made a fuss over the incident. If anything, she tried to calm things down. Diddy, on his own part, acted cool with the breakup, and the couple kept saying how they wished each other well, and all of that. But then, the dust had barely settled when Kim Porter would become front-page news once more. This time, it was the news of her death.
A shocked and devastated Diddy spotted at the home where his ex suddenly and mysteriously died. Her good friend Kimora Lee Simmons appearing inconsolable at the house, 47-year-old Porter's body found after a desperate call to 911.
Kimberly never had any serious health issues throughout her career as an actress and model. But then, mysteriously, on the 7th of November 2018, she began complaining of throat pain. She called a physician to check her out. Initially, due to the symptoms, the physician suspected it would be flu or strep throat. However, she tested negative for both. Things would go from bad to worse, as Kim's temperature soon rose to a whopping 102 degrees. Doctors did everything they could to stabilize her, like giving her injections and vitamins. By the following day, Kim had lost appetite. The day after that, she coughed up blood. And then, later that night, after watching TV with some loved ones, Kim was found unresponsive. She was pronounced dead on the spot. The shocking thing about Kim's death is that medical personnel couldn't really place a tab on what actually caused her demise. In fact, diagnosing the initial illness was a fluke. Some reports say she passed on due to cardiac arrest. Meanwhile, an autopsy revealed that she had some infectious fluids in her lungs, as well as infections that suggested lobar pneumonia. However, now, about a few years after the death of the superstar, new voices have emerged from the shadows. Voices of people who were very close to Kim while she was alive. Voices that suggest the young mother of three didn't die of natural sickness, but was killed in a web of conspiracy. But what's even more shocking is that the recent revelations not only paint Diddy as the man behind her death, but also as an experienced criminal.
Model and longtime girlfriend of entertainer Sean Diddy Combs, Kim Porter, was laid to rest yesterday in her hometown of Columbus, Georgia.
There's no doubt that a person's final moments are always very crucial, especially when the person in question is a celebrity. Usually, authorities carry out autopsies to find out if a death was caused naturally or not. In Kimberly Porter's case, not much investigation was done after her death, as doctors were led to believe her flu-like conditions were what caused her death. However, they were wrong. Recent revelations have exposed the events that preceded Kim's death. All of this has not only proven she didn't die naturally, but also that she was a victim all her life. A victim of her ex-husband, Diddy Combs.
I wish, for the sake of Kim's family, if you know what I know, he put Kim in a gold casket, then has 24-hour security at the funeral home so nobody would go in there and touch the casket or take Kim out of there. I think that they should reopen her case and have an independent pathologist look at everything about her so she can rest in peace.
16 days before her death, Kim Porter was seen taking a photo with Kim and her 3 kids, looking happy and healthy. Nobody knew about it then, but it turns out that at the time, Kim was writing a book. This book was a tell-all book, or you could call it a memoir, revealing the truths about her relationship with Diddy. Sadly, Kimberly died before she could ever publish the book. She died before she had a chance to tell the world her story. Not too surprisingly, if there was anyone who would have benefited the most from Kim's failed book project, it was Diddy. You see, Kim had always been one person with a sweet personality and very respectable in the industry, unlike Diddy, who somehow always found himself in one scandal or the other. In 1999, he was arrested for assault with a weapon and criminal mischief. Plus, that same year, he got into trouble again after a shooting at a club in New York. Although Kim Porter never criticized or accused her husband of any of these crimes, her death and the recent events raise questions. Did Kim secretly seek to expose Diddy? Did she suffer any of the things these women suffered at the hands of Sean Diddy Combs? Kimberly never showed any signs of suffering or hate towards Diddy. Even when the couple split, she simply wished the rapper well. But then, there always seemed to be some sort of friction between the two, something no one could really understand. Back during a certain event in Paris in 2007, Tom Bryant, the head of showbiz, noticed Diddy flirting and dancing with a strange woman right in front of Kim. The couple hadn't broken up by then, so Diddy's actions seemed very inappropriate. However, Kim Porter simply looked away, maintaining a cheerful face. Tom Bryant felt very bothered at this, wondering if this was how the couple usually behaved. The incident also raised questions as to whether Diddy was the real reason why the relationship was so rocky and complex. One time, when Kim had gotten involved with music producer Shakir Stewart, the couple had a serious fallout. A huge fight broke out. Diddy got so mad that he broke Kimberly's nose, only to call a plastic surgeon later to fix her nose.
Speaking of Kim Porter, because you knew Kim Porter, is it true that Diddy broke her nose?
Bust her nose, man.
So there was a situation on a yacht.
Right.
You weren't there, but you were around.
Right. Definitely.
So what was that situation over?
I can't tell you what the situation was over. I took them to where the yacht came and picked them up at, and Puff said, I don't need no security because it was just personal friends getting on the yacht. And then I picked them up when the yacht came back, and I seen Kim's nose taped up. And it was whispers all around the office of everything that happened because his assistants were there and they was talking about it. He tried to say that she hit a table, but everybody in the office and everybody that was immediate around him knew exactly what happened.
When Kim was asked about the mystery behind the broken nose, she claimed her facial injury came from accidentally hitting her nose on a table. However, things got even more shocking when Shakir Stewart was found dead in his Atlanta residence in 2008. Authorities claimed the producer had allegedly killed himself with his own gun, but suspicions arose from fans and several celebrities, with fingers pointing at Diddy. Video clips of Diddy's past altercations with Shakir soon surfaced, revealing how Diddy had once assaulted the music producer in a hotel. Many feared the rapper was getting revenge on Shakir for having an affair with Kim, but no one could prove that Diddy was behind the murder. Also, Kim Porter never said a word either, but now, in her death, it would seem all hell has broken loose, and Diddy is right in the middle of it.
I should have, been in a full committed relationship with her. It seems like he got a lot of regret when it comes to Kim Porter now. That's what it seems to me. He's living with a lot of regret.
Bro, come on, stop the bullshit, man. He got you fooled too, huh? Kim know all his deepest secrets. Kim knew why he was using the Kim probably told all that shit in her book. You understand? That up and got missing the day she died. You understand what I'm saying? See, I could say that because I used to see them in action with other couples and other people. You understand what I'm saying? I was told to watch the door. Kim knew all his deepest secrets, bruh.
You trying to say that Puffy and Kim Porter was?
Oh, no doubt. No diggity doubt. From this tree to that tree.
It's not every day you see a celebrity who is considered both a legend and an icon in the rap industry get dragged into the mud. Diddy has never been a stranger to a courtroom or a prison cell, but his recent arrest may just be the beginning of worse things to come. You see, it turns out that the last time Kim was seen out in public just weeks before her death, Diddy was behind it all. According to new findings, Kim had been reluctant to show up at the Hollywood event with Diddy. The event, which was the premiere of Netflix's The Holiday Calendar, featured Quincy Brown, the adopted son of Diddy and Kim. Kim didn't want to show up, but Diddy wouldn't let her be. The rapper insisted on her attendance until the model had no other choice but to turn up. At the time, it seemed like Diddy simply wanted to impress the media with a loved-up photo shoot of himself and Kim, or to put up a facade of a happy family. But now, given the mysterious death and circumstances surrounding the late model, rumors have begun to spread that Diddy may have had other plans for Kim that fateful day, plans that ultimately led to her demise. Although none of this has been verified, some fans suggest Diddy may have done something to Kim during the event that led to her sudden sickness and subsequent death. It wasn't long after this event that Kim Porter began to complain of a sore throat and flu symptoms, but the fact that her test results showed negative for both these illnesses proves that there was something more sinister at play, and even some celebrities in the industry think Diddy really did kill Kim Porter.
Since Cain killed Abel, I'm able to kill Cain. And love don't steal, my nigga, change your name. Come on. And I see no integrity in your name. And I'm haunted by the ghost of St. James. I'm the ghost of Wolf, ghost of Rizzo. Come with the facts you never considered. I'm the ghost of Shine. I speak for every artist never spoke their mind. Representing every artist that was left behind. From Craig Mack to G-Dep. I still remember them kids champions. For every producer you ever stole a sample. You had a chance to do right, now I understand you. You can't stop it. Came from weak and careful. Karma came and gave him dollars for what he did to Kim Porter. Man, the day he dies, he rests in water. I'm not hating on your really work, no. Right now, I'm only saying what you really work. You ain't an architect. You just a nigga know how to market death. Go pay his mama what she really worth.
Speculations are running wild, ranging from a poisoned drink to other crazy methods Diddy may have used to harm his lovely ex-girlfriend. Although there's no evidence of this yet, it wouldn't be the first time Diddy has been accused of poisoning drinks for females. Back in 2004, Diddy made a group of models drink from specific bottles during an all-white party. The drinks were all laced with the popular drug ecstasy, and the models were later sex-trafficked. There's also the case of Thalia Graves, who claimed she woke up only after a drug drink from Diddy to find herself bound and then gang-raped. Several of Diddy's crimes, especially against women, have emerged in recent years via lawsuits, and the gruesome nature of these incidents caused many to imagine what his one-time partner, the gentle and loving Kim Porter, may have endured in the relationship. Diddy, after the death of Kim, had disclosed his feelings, taking to social media to comment on her demise. In his own words, 3 days before she passed away, she wasn't feeling well. She had the flu, and she sent the kids over to my house so they wouldn't get sick. One night I was checking on her and she was like, "Puffy, take care of my babies." She actually said that to me before she died. But there's another side to this story that contradicts the words of P. Diddy. This side of the story came from Kim's ex-husband, I'll be Sure. Sure had married Kim in the years from 1989 to 1990 and was the father to Diddy's adopted son, Quincy Brown. Although it's not clear what made Kim leave him for Diddy, the two remained in close contact even until her death. As far as the singer was concerned, there was more to Kim Porter's death than meets the eye. As far as Sure was concerned, pneumonia was not the cause of her death. In fact, if anyone knew what really killed her, it'd be Diddy Combs. He disclosed that the late actress had been in fantastic health when he last saw her at the event, featuring Quincy's new movie deal with Netflix. According to Al B. Sure Porter had shared many secrets with him during their frequent and intimate conversations. During one of their conversations, not long after the event in which she was last seen, she admitted to be running from a certain someone whom she was scared of. She confided that the person in question was making life hard for her. In the post, which has strangely been deleted online, Al B. Sure said he had urged Porter to reach out to the FBI if she wasn't feeling safe. But then, she never did. Perhaps she was too scared to reach out, or she never imagined things would go this far. Here's a video from when Kim was taken by the coroner moments after her death. In any case, Kim Porter, before her death, had sent Al B. Sure a loved-up photo of herself and Diddy, which she captioned, "Life imitating art, art imitating life." Back then, Sure never understood the riddle, but now it all makes sense. Diddy was the man she was scared of all along, and perhaps was the man responsible for her death. Interestingly, not long after sharing this post on social media, Sure ended up in the hospital fighting for life. He suffered several mysterious organ failures and ended up in a coma. It took nearly 3 months before Al B. Sure finally got his health back. Sure believes this was no coincidence. Nevertheless, the famed music star isn't keeping quiet. Sure has gone on social media to share his views. He insists that Kim's death must be investigated. He also claims that several efforts had been made to silence him, so he wouldn't share his facts and insights regarding Kim Porter's mysterious death. But he still stands on the belief that she was murdered. Another very puzzling mystery is the fact that in early 2024, after authorities decided to look into Kim's death one more time, something strange happened. Ed Winter, the coroner who handled her autopsy, died mysteriously. Winter, before his death, had been the face of many celebrity death investigations. His first and most popular case was that of Michael Jackson, where he figured that the singer had been injected multiple times in several parts of his body. Michael Jackson died because of a propofol overdose. According to Ed Winter, the amount of propofol inside him was enough to kill a rhino. Ed Winter also investigated the death cases of Whitney Houston, Brittany Murphy, Paul Walker, and Corey Haim. After some new buzz and speculations regarding Kim's death began to spread, authorities decided to assign Ed Winter to reinvestigate her death. However, this new attempt to find out the truth about Kim's death would crash and burn after this famous coroner was reported dead on March 19, 2024. Authorities claim Ed Winter died of natural causes, but fans and critics can't help but find it suspicious. To many netizens, it's too much of a coincidence that just when this man was set to look into Porter's death one more time, he suddenly died. It's more like he was killed by someone who didn't want the world to find out the truth about Porter's death. So far, no direct evidence has emerged to implicate Diddy in Kim's death. His recent arrest was mainly on charges of human trafficking for sex.
Now to Sean Diddy Combs' investigation. New surveillance video shows Combs being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week. Our senior investigative correspondent, Aaron Kotursky, is at the scene of his arrest. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Robin. This is the hotel where Sean Combs was arrested a week ago. You can now see how that arrest went down. This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs. His lawyer said Combs had come to New York 2 weeks earlier with the intention of turning himself in. He did not expect the agents to be waiting at his hotel last Monday night.
However, the arrest would have never happened, save for the shocking revelations that emerged in Kim's memoir. For instance, in the book, Porter recounts how she discovered Diddy having sex with young boys. He also performed orgies in his home, some of which Porter took part in. The memoir, another controversial topic, is currently being debated on whether it's authentic or not. The book is titled Kim's Lost Words: A Journey for Justice, from the other side. The author, Jamal T. Millwood, was later identified to be Los Angeles record producer Chris Todd. Chris claims to have received the contents of the book on a hard drive from an anonymous source in the music industry. He proceeded to publish the book on September 6, 2024. The book contains lots of dirty secrets and information implicating Diddy Combs and a few other notable stars in the entertainment industry. Fans who have read the book, as well as other critics, believe that this information, which Kim had intended to publish, was probably what led to her death. They also believe not all the information had been documented prior to her death. However, amid all the chaos and speculations, Diddy and his sons have openly called the memoir a fake. The family believes the book was published as a way to profit off the death of Kim. Diddy, who was arrested on trafficking charges, has also denied the allegations, but fans and netizens are finding it hard to believe the rapper. Was Kimberly trying to reveal all of Diddy's dirty secrets in a book? Also, why didn't she ever speak up while she was alive? Was it all in a bid to protect Diddy's reputation? Or was she simply trying to protect herself from Diddy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on our next video. See you in the next video.